Hello everyone, it's Yogi here. I hope you're well in this wonderful, wonderful, peaceful Friday evening. Or maybe it's morning for you or afternoon. And it's 11 p.m. in the UK. And I'm so happy to see you. So, today is a Friday, and I frequently forget it's a Friday and it's almost weekend because, if you know me, I teach yoga, and weekend is actually busier than usual. And but nice and relaxing today for everyone else. And so I hope you're ready for a spot of stitching today. So it's a Friday, it's nice and easy. So I'm coming back to one of my 14 count projects. I really missed it. So this piece is called Twilight View, previously known to me as the stationery store. And this is a piece of artwork by John O'Brien. And I think John O'Brien is probably one of our favorite artists for this group. And we're very close to have a Sal Day of a John O'Brien Day. And so this is a 14 count cross stitching kit I bought a few years back on Amazon without knowing who it was and what was involved. And this was one of my first full coverage pieces without knowing it was full coverage. I just knew, the piece was rather large and it's got a lot of stitches. Okay, I was a complete newbie when it comes to full coverage. I still am, but even more so. I was a baby infant stitcher. And I want to show you the full markup here. It's glorious. It's absolutely beautiful. Remember, this piece is called Twilight View, okay? So bear that in mind. And this is it. It's gorgeous. So John O'Brien is known for his artwork based on European streets. A lot of European street views, but a lot of them are based in Paris and France. So in the horizon, you can see that there's this a little tower there. I'm pretty sure it's Eiffel Tower. And what a beautiful view from this little alley with beautiful shops, night view, and quiet but lively. And there's a cafe there, and there's an antique store on the left there, and a little bicycle there as well. It's just so whimsical and so pretty everywhere you turn. So so this piece I've been working on probably, I'm trying to think, over a year ago. So I got a kit for a little while, and I didn't start till a little bit later. And then I fell into the 25 count 1/1 rabbit hole, heaven and earth rabbit hole. So I kind of neglected these 14 count kits for a little bit. Until this year, I found this renewed passion and love for 14 counts and a few other different fabric counts. And I'm at this point, I just love varieties. And, too much of something can just, probably make you a little fatigued. So I like to change it up every day. I see my whips as food. And I like to have different type of foods every day. So today, this one is on the menu, okay? And this piece, let me just show you here with a full app view. So I'm using Saga to track my progress. So at this point, I've just recently transferred the pattern over from Markup RXP. And with Markup RXP, I've been working on sort of page by page basis. It was easier for the app that way. And this was a paper pattern scanned into Markup RXP and make it interactive. So the app has some limitation, and page by page was the easiest way for me to work. So you can tell that I finished page 1. Okay, and a little bit on the page 2 to the right there in the previous sessions, but I want to come back to the first page on the second row here. And there, this is a really interesting part. I'll show you what it is in a bit. Let me flip my chart over with Saga. Just to show you the markup with stitches. And this is so powerful with Saga. And so this is the lady, this poster here. I've been, really wanting to complete for a little while. So today I'm coming back to this area here and see how far I can go with this little lady, this beautiful lady here looking really stylish and with beautiful red dress as well. So I've done a little bit around the hat, but a little bit to go. And now I've got a pattern on Saga, which means I can go wherever I want. So I'm free, to go wherever I want. And I like to continue with this area from the last session, okay? But of course, before I'm going to do my first stitch, I'm going to say hello to the chat. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to join me in this Friday evening in the UK. And let's see who I've got here in the chat with me. First of all the first to report to the chat is our Rachel Morton. Good afternoon, everyone. She says, well done, Rachel. And of course, we've got our Sarah, the Captain Alien. She says, hello, Stitchy friend. Today's quote. Yes, Sarah is providing the group daily quote. How amazing. And today's quote is, weekend forecast, crafting with a chance of chocolate. I think it's not a chance. It's definitely going to have chocolate. Yes, fantastic. I mean, every day is so uplifting to get a quote from Sarah. Beautiful. And then we've got Lizzie here as well. Silver Stitches says, good evening. Hope to be here. Well, not just hoping. Stay here. Hang out. Beautiful. And Kristen says, hello, everyone. I'm hiding at work so I can listen. Oh, Kristen, we won't tell if you don't, okay? And just listen to us. We'll keep you company until your home time is here. And Steve is also here. Welcome, Steve. And Pascal is coming back to join us. Welcome. And Betty Lou Taylor. Hello, my love. And Susan Barn is here. Welcome. And let's have a look. Heather is also here. She says, happy Friday. Indeed, happy every day. And Ebony is also here as well. Ebony is in the UK as well. So, hey, let's see how long she lasts. Who will be the last one standing in Europe? Let's have a look. And Susan Chamberlain, my love, is also here. Good to see you. And Rochelle says, hello, Stitchy friend. Happy Friday. Oh, so happy to see everybody is so relaxed. And Kathy Hopler is also here as well. Says, happy Friday. Beautiful. And Rebecca is also here. Rebecca says, happy Friday as well. And let's have a look. Crushed Up with Siobhan says, hello, everyone. Welcome back. And Belinda is also here. So good to see you. I'm in awe. So Lizzie says, I'm in awe of how many needles Yogi has. I have many. I'm glad you're impressed. And River is also here. Welcome. So good to see you. And Nikki, yes. Nikki is also here. Always good to see Nikki. And a Stitching Fiend is back with us. So good to see you. And let's have a look. Kathy is also here as well. It's wonderful. And Roxy Wild is also here. Kathy, is Kathy new to us? I wonder. And if you're new to the chat, welcome. Marilyn, you should come back more often. And Marilyn is also here. Amazing. And Andrea is joining us in the chat as well. So good to see you. And so I'm feeling really relaxed as well, because on Friday, I teach late evening classes. And one of them, the final one, was in yoga. If you have done yoga, it's extremely relaxing to do, but it's also very relaxing for me to teach as well. I always feel so calm afterwards. And so, you know, I'm totally ready for a session of peaceful stitching here with you. So let's have a look. So today I'm going to focus on the lady in the poster here. It's so pretty, isn't it? And this pattern not only is beautifully charted, it also incorporating back stitching as well. So once I'm done with this piece, I think I'm gonna have a, you know, let's have a back stitching session. I know some people are not the biggest fan of back stitching, but you can watch me doing it. You know, I do enjoy a little bit of a back stitching because you're adding so many sort of details. Everything just, you know, pops up a lot more. So I'm looking forward to it. So let me pick my first color here. So my plan is just going kind of, you know, roughly in order and start to fill in this area from top to bottom as much as I can. You know, not saying I'm stitching in order, but mini cross country. And whenever I want, I might wander a little bit further, but, you know, mostly keeping things in control. And also because it's 14 counts, you know, when you travel, the actual distance is actually slightly further. So psychologically, it feels like even 2 blocks feels quite far away. Versus if you do 2 blocks for 28 counts, it doesn't feel like, you know, very far. So you know, instinctively, I'm still trying to stay within the area as much as I can, even though I've been, you know, pretty brave recently. I'm traveling a lot further. And I'm so happy now I've got this pattern in Saga, so I don't have to suffer Merkaba XP anymore. Sorry, Merkaba XP. I hope you're well. And, you know, maybe I'll see you soon at some point. Lizzie is asking, is it Paris? I think it is. John O'Brien's got many pieces. He's actually a British person, but I think he must have lived in America because unfortunately John O'Brien has passed away. I think it's 2014, something like that. There isn't a lot of information about him, and he passed away in California. So I'm just thinking maybe he moved over there, but he definitely spent a lot of time in Europe because majority of his artwork are based in European streets. They're so beautiful. Just look up John O'Brien. He's got quite a lot of patterns you can find from Artisy, which is a great pattern company. So go have a look. So this area has got a lot of, you know, white background. So the poster fundamentally has got a quite wide background like this one. You can hardly see the stitches. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of air stitching, okay? But to start the session, to warm up my little hands, and I'm going to pick something that's slightly brighter, okay? So I don't want to start off going blind here. So I'm going to pick a nice burgundy here. That sounds like a very good start. And I'm going to pick my my thread here. So the floss came with a kit. So this is a full cross stitching kit. The fabric, 14 count fabric, Ada, is also it came with the kit as well. They're actually quite well made, and these are Egyptian cotton, I believe, and it's very nice to stitch. So my first color is 498, and it's fully compatible with DMC colors. So these numbers will have some meaning to you guys. Whereas if I work on Gecko Rouge projects, you know, I can call out any number I want. No one knows what they are. So I'm going to start with this nice and bright red color here. And let me zoom in a little bit. And guys, let me know what you're working on today with me on this beautiful Friday, and what you're drinking power drinks, power snack, guys, members. Look at the emoji, okay? We've got a few new ones. We've got power snack, we've got power drinks, we've got what else have we got? We've got Nikki, look at the emoji. Officially, we have no calamari sign, okay? So if you ever attempt to stitch calamari in this group, everybody will be flashing the no calamari sign, okay, as a warning. And what else have we got? I'm trying to recall. I just uploaded a few today. And we also have the chocolate time emoji as well. Yes, indeed. Sarah is flashing the no calamari, particularly to Nikki, okay? That's a gentle warning. That's a gentle warning. And also we have 99 emoji as well. So that'll be, you know, if we're sending our fellow stitchers to bed, we can wish them 99. Why not? Not 98, 99, okay? Yes, River. Very good. Power drinks. Power snacks. And there's one more. I can't remember myself. Seriously, I made them myself. So I made these icons with my little hands for you, okay? So this is special. And guys, if you like what I'm doing and you would like to support me on this daily stream here, you can join the channel membership. Okay, so let me see. So the join button is just below the video. If you'd like to join the fun, this is officially a stitching club. And we're live daily, pretty much. So there are days I might not be able to do if I need to cover emergency classes for my fellow teachers. That happens from time to time. Otherwise, we're here. Enjoy a spot of stitching every day together and talk about just being nerds, you know, and enjoy the fun. So if you like to support me on this journey, please join the membership. And of course, just come back and join me every day and watch the playback if you miss any session. And that's a great way to support the channel as well. So I made those emoji, and I take requests as well. There are a few things on the list I'm still working on. Maybe it will be ready tomorrow for Amy Stewart Day. And if you think there, you know, because we invented so many words just for this group, if there's anything you would like me to turn it into emoji, oh, just let me know. I take requests. It's almost like, you know, songs. I take requests and I'll sing it with emoji. So it's great fun. So come and join us. With the membership, you know, I'm thinking I'm not taking anything away from where we are. Okay, so everything we're offering here, or I'm offering here, is here, nice and strong. And but there will be extra for the members. Maybe there will be members only streams that we focus a little bit more on certain topics or demonstrations, things that are harder to do with regular on regular streams. But you know, if you ask any question, I would just stop and do my best to demonstrate to you, as usual. It's just with the members only streams, we can maybe, you know, focus on certain themes or topics a little bit more. So, and there's one more, which I can't even remember what I made. Oh yes, chocolate. Yes, I think we're good. There are a couple more I'm going to be adding for tomorrow's session as well. So our emojis. It's a bonding experience, isn't it? And also, I made them. You know, Yogi made them with my little hands and with my power tool. So, handmade, okay. And let's have a look. See what you're working on today with me. Oh, hello. I think we have a new joiner to start with. Shireen, little lavender stitch from Australia. Amazing. You know what? I do find these later sessions, we are able to, catch a lot more Australian stitches and also Japanese ones as well because of the time difference, isn't it? And so welcome, Shireen. And the rabbit hole is joining us as well. Hello. Heidi from Michigan. Good to see you again. And Frida is also here. Oh, I'll scroll back. If I miss anybody, I'll definitely catch you. And Lynn is also here. Hello. Abney says, I bought a set of CXC today to try 32 count 10. Right, where did you buy it from? Is it any good? Is it double label ones? Because they're single label, double label. I would love to get a set of double label to see the difference. Because I already have 2 sets of single label CXC without even knowing there are different options. And I quite like the single label. I mean, it's a little bit trickier to unwrap, but other than that, I like the thread. It feels good. And Kathy, yes, I think I say hello to Kathy here. River says, I don't know how to backstitch. Oh, it's very easy, River. You're so cunning. You definitely can do it. And Alison is here as well. She says, evening, everyone. Been catching all shades of green tonight. Going a bit cross-eyed. Stitching all shades of green. Going for more colors than calling it. But you know, green is not as bad as white. Just try snow stitching, air stitching, which I'll be doing a little bit tonight. And we also have Dawn King joining us. Welcome. And cross stitch button. Is it a new person as well? You know, we highlight the new person. Okay, this is how you welcome the new person. So let me scroll back. My chat panel system is breaking down. Yes, I'm trying to be cunning, and I think, you know, I need to revise my setup so I can actually see the chat in order. A cross stitch button was one of the original cross tuber. Who are we talking about? Oh my God. So cross stitch button says, I just found you too. Been stitching for 58 years. 58 years. Round of applause for stitching button. Remarkable. Wow. Wonderful. So we have an expert here in the chat. There's going to be, you know, lots of questions coming through. Here we go. I'm going to just do maybe 2 more stitches before I run out of thread here. Okay, if I haven't said hello to you, bear with me. Right. What a pretty color. What a pretty start. And well done for finding the channel. This is like one of those little cafe hidden in a back street. Either word of mouth or you just stumbled across by luck. So well done either way. And let's have a look. Yes, we've got trying to get to, oh, okay. Stitching Fiend says, I'm stitching on Aragon by Hate and drinking coffee. Very nice. And River says, do a coffee one. Yeah, we could. A special coffee for the group. Emoji. And Rabbit Hole is stitching Museum Shelf from Hate. Yes, it's an epic piece. Amazing. Let me pick my next color here. Beautiful. We have Simone. Simone has joined Yogi Addict. Welcome. Welcome, Simone. Thank you so much. So generous. Thank you. And I'm so happy there are a lot of new joiners today, because, you know, that's the beauty of being on slightly later time, because there's, you know, stitchers in a certain time zone, they just have struggling to come on here live. Let me catch up. And Rebecca is stitching one of my only non-full coverage, a fantastical creature, Sao, by Climbing Goat Design. This is the second time I heard that name. I need to look them up. And oh, what have I done? What have I done? Guys, I see that weird face coming up. Yes, the reaction. Have I stitched anywhere that's not correct already? What's up? What's up here? Yes, I do. What's wrong? Frida says, is that a Santa you're stitching? No, it's not Santa. It does look a little bit like Santa. So what have I done wrong here? Have I... No, it's not frogging time, okay, guys? Calm down, guys. It's not frogging time. No, it's not a... let me just flip it over to show, just in case you didn't catch this earlier on, okay? So while I'm stitching here, is this beautiful thing. There's a little poster. A poster of a lady here. It's a red dress, so it looks a little bit Santa-like, but it's not Santa. It's not a Christmas piece, okay? And talk about Christmas piece. We're going to start Christmas Sao, okay? Yesterday, you guys helped me to decide which piece I'm going to be stitching for our Christmas festive stitching from November. So we're starting on a Sunday, 2nd November. And I know at least 3 or 4, maybe more of you are doing the same piece with me, or similar from one of the 3 charts that we looked at yesterday. So we're going to start we're going to kick off the Christmas stitching from 2nd of November. It's a Sunday. So Sunday is our festive stitching. So if you're new to the channel, that's where we do festive stitching. So currently we're doing Halloween. Oh, Michelle Fuller, why? What have I done? Have I got it incorrectly already? Which one? I'm trying to match up there. That's correct. Oh. Okay. So, okay, but this is okay. This is okay because this is a stitch missing, right? Not incorrect. Am I correct? Incorrect. Am I correct? Yeah, it's this stitch missing. Sarah. Oh, but Sarah and Michelle, they're so compassionate. They flash the pink frog, okay? Not the green one, okay? Green one is very harsh, very judgmental. But pink one is like going, hey, you can fudge if you can, and I won't tell. Okay, that's a spirit. Thank you, Pink Frog. Thank you for the love and compassion. And so, am I correct? It's just one stitch missing. One stitch missing. I'm not stitching the wrong spot. It's just one stitch missing. In that case, I can just go back and unmark that stitch. Okay. Oh yes, hang on a second, guys. I forgot to show you this view here. Have I? Oh man, see, we're professionals here, and I forgot to show you the percentage and the stats. And also, it's a little bit too late to start a sprint because I've already started, but it will be captured under the calendar. It's the same, right? It's the same. So Friday. And so today, this piece, I'm on 7.73, okay? And the total number of colors for this piece is 55. Oh, we need to get a spec out, okay? It's important. And it's okay, no sprint, but it's going to be captured under the date anyway. So we're good, we're good. Oh, sign of relief. Yes, it's beautiful. Back to peaceful Friday stitching. Crisis averted. So I am going to, yes, I unmarked that stitch. Is all good, guys? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. If it's all good, all good. So the next color, let me pick one here. Oh, that was close. That was close. So I'm gonna move over here and do, I don't want to do single stitches now. I'm just warming up. That's okay. That's acceptable. 3371. 3371. 3371. 3371 there. All right. That's all right. So I kind of dock my needles on this one for 2 strands. So I don't use needle board for 2 strands. It's just easier to dot my needles or just thread my leftover thread over. So I'm going to pull this out and just use it up. So it's not too chaotic. Everybody, you know, if some of you are really, really neat, you might look at that and and start to panic. But everything is in order, okay? I can see the order in the chaos. Trust me, ish. Sometimes it's just chaos, okay? I'll admit that. But most of the time, just like parking, you know, there's an order to it. There's an order to it. Let me thread it. This needle doesn't like me. You know, and I've got so many needles, and normally majority of them have been, I think this one is the DMC, and there's another brand called, what was it? It's like golden eye needles, and they're so easy to thread. And then I bought some 26, well, this is a size 26. Size 26 John James needles. So I love John James needles for my 28 count, not 28 count, size 28 John James needle. But 26, for some reason, the eyes are really, really narrow. And it makes 2 strand quite tricky to thread. So I struggle a little bit sometimes. So from now on, if I need to top up more needles, I might go for DMC, or there's another brand called, is it Brian? 3 letters. It's quite well known, quite well known. They do golden eye needles. Right, I'm good, I'm good. Warming up, guys. All good. Sarah, thumbs up. Thank you very much. And let's have a look. Who else? Amandy's here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Just scrolling back in case I had someone I haven't said hello to. The chat setup, the system here is breaking down. I thought I was being so cunning by having 2 panels. And it turns out it's just more, my eyes have to go everywhere. Sometimes you can be, you know, too clever sometimes. Oh, no. Look away, guys. I didn't do it. You didn't see it, okay? It didn't happen. This is a dream. And you've just woken up. Yes, it's all good, all good. It was a dream. It's actually here. Let me go back and see what everybody's working on. Is Squirrel here? Someone's calling Squirrel. Have I missed Squirrel? Betty Hankins. Hello, hello. Sarah says, my cat is crying to go out for a walk. He's only allowed out on a harness, a leash. Oh my goodness. Sarah, just let the cat out without a leash. You know, it's okay. They're smart. They know how to fend for themselves. You know, they're not doggies. Doggies like to be, well, I'm not sure if they like it. But they're okay with a leash. But cats, they just like to roam around, be themselves. Let me scroll up. I'm slightly behind here, okay? Betty says, I'm stitching Christmas vacation quotes with pictures, like the Kiwi? I don't know what that is. Oh, squirrel. Okay, Betty's keyboard is going rogue once again. So it's a squirrel, not Kiwi. I'm trying to decode it. Sarah is working on Moon Witch today. So that piece looks a little bit Halloween themed, I think. So I'm stitching around the head and the neck. So this is a little hat happening here. And there's a little bit of a red dress appearing as well. Oh, I can't wait. I love this poster. It's so French. Yes, Michelle Fuller, I've say hello to you. So I'm trying to read cross-stitch buttons comments here. Are you saying cross-stitch button, you're the first floss tuber? Have I read it correctly? Because I'm reading out of context. I'm just jumping around. So so let me know, explain to me. And Sarah is providing biscuits and milk to new viewers from Alien Club. Yes, it's a courtesy. Normally, biscuits and milk only for alien stitchers, okay? But occasionally Sarah is very generous and very hospitable for our new joiners here. Welcome. And you get special milk and biscuits from Sarah. I'm just catching up on the missing stitch. Oh, seriously. I need to read faster. Oops. Here we go. Oh, I need to focus. or I'm gonna see the frog again here. Oh, someone's going to bed, is it? Pascal? Night-night, Pascal. It's great to have you with us. And Rochelle is working on traveling library again, drinking water with lemon, have my chocolate on standby. Yes, emergency chocolate, you know. I always have my chocolate around and just make sure that I can just turn around and grab the chocolate for emergency situation. You know, you never know. Oh dear. Okay, you didn't see it. Okay, so I'm demonstrating the reverse stitching technique. Sometimes I do it deliberately just to show you how to do it, because you know it's all I'm here to help. I'm here to help. So I just reverse a stitch. Okay, if you see that happening, I'm doing it deliberately. Now we're going the right way. Oh, I love 14 counts. You know, I was buried under 25 counts for over 2 years, particularly around COVID and stuff. I was just sort of upside down, really, knee high, neck high, buried under 25 counts. And I'm so glad from beginning of this year, I just started to revisit these pieces and I'm loving it. Nikki, when was the last time you stitched 14 counts? We're not talking about decades, are we? I've never seen you stitching anything larger than, I don't know, 25. Hey, Lona is here. Hello, hello. Welcome, good to see you. Do I have that stitch? No, it's quite all right. Let's move on to the next one. It's very nice here. So I'm trying to pick stitches that's got more than one. Okay, this piece is not very comforty, I have to say. I've got 14 count cross stitching kit from the same company, and they're not comforty. So if you look at the number of colors, they're all around 55 colors or something like that, and it's quite nicely charted, just the right amount of color changes, but not confetti, which is really nice to know. Oh, so this is the white color here. Let me just part that for a little bit. Let me pick another one. You know, I'm not quite ready for white just yet. Let me see. Oh, that's better. 550, a purple. I know 550. One of few numbers, DMC numbers I know. And Shireen says, I'm working on Dragon Race into the Night. Is that the name of the title of the piece? Oh, dragon. And Kathy is working away on Once Upon a Fairy Tale. We'll be switching project when I reach 8%. Wow, 8% for that piece is a lot. Here we go. So we've got one stitch over here. I want to be quite careful. So I'm completing the hat area of the lady. Even though there's a lady's face here, but it's so, you know, blurry. It's designed to be that way. I'm not scared. It's okay. And also, I think the lady is facing sideways, so it's not, she's not looking at me. I'm okay with that. Oh, so this one has already been done. Fine. me have a look. Double check. So that one is done. For some reason, I did not mark it. And I'm gonna come over here and do this one. Shireen is mentioning a piece that's by Rose Khan. Isn't that the person that created Six Portals? Is that what you're referring to? Or is it another piece? That piece has caused quite a stir in a group here. It's quite peculiar because at Six Portals, I literally went from maybe one person mentioned it in one of the streams to everybody's talking about it. I don't know how that happened. So prior to that, I never heard of it. And I don't know how long the chart has been around. But suddenly, everybody's talking about it. There's two more here. I'm going to just move over here. I've got a little bit of leftover of this color. So I'm going to just come over. Sharon says the same artist, but another piece. So I probably missed the previous comments. I'll try to catch up. And if for any reason I haven't said hello to you as you came in, just give me a little wave, you know. Kathy is asking, hello to the person working on the Dragon Race piece. Which version are you stitching? Hate or pain-free craft? Oh, so is it charted by two different companies? It's always interesting, isn't it? Because every company or every chart designer, they probably have their own method and their own style. And also different sizes. You can come up with a very, very different result, you know, with the same piece of artwork. And we don't really see that that frequently, having, you know, the same piece charged by different companies. I think majority of the times, if they can, unless it's pirate, that's a different thing. If it's fully licensed, they probably try to get a exclusive deal, isn't it? Because then if they want a pattern, they have to come to you. It makes a lot more sense. Michelle Clark says, Yogi, I just bought a pattern from Etsy for my son, and it had the saga file with it. I usually see a pattern keeper option, but this didn't. And we'll be back later going grocery shopping. Oh, Michelle, that's really interesting. I'm happy shopping, and maybe you can listen to us as well. But who mentioned there was another, maybe on Etsy as well, that supply saga files? And because I remember asking maybe the artist or the chart creator was from Russia, because, you know, I'm sure quite a lot of chart creators or companies, they don't even know what saga is, like no clue. I remember sending a question to Gecko Rouge, and I just looked up the email a few days ago, and it was actually replied by Glenn, and I was asking him about you know, maybe having saga compatible patterns, because I was struggling importing the the Gecko Rouge pattern. And he basically reply and go, I don't know what it is. So as far as I know, Gecko Rouge have no idea. The entire company, they have no idea what Saga is. So I'm sure that's not uncommon. Okay, I'm ready for a few white stitches. I'm ready. Oh, these ones are done actually. That's weird. Let me check. Okay, guys, so there are 3 stitches I'm going to mark. They're not done today. They're from the previous session, okay? So by the end of the session, guys, we play Guess My Stitches and minus 3 stitches, okay? I want to be honest, fully transparent, okay? I'm going to mark these 3 because they are done previously. I don't know when, but they're done. They're done, but they're just not marked. So minus 3 stitches, minus 3 stitches. So it's a game we play at the end of each session. For you to guess my stitches. It's really that simple, but not easy, okay? Simple, but not easy. Right, let me have a look. Why do I have... Okay, 779. 779 will be my next choice. 779. And I think, you know, if they're aware of the format that's compatible with Saga, all I have to do is just come up with a Pattern Keeper version, which is PDF, and the other one that's Saga compatible. I don't think there's a lot of work. I really don't. Unless their software cannot create compatible files. Otherwise, why not? Because you open up a lot of options for people, you know, or just comes... they can have both in one pack as you download. A lot of Etsy charts, they come with color version, black and white version, whatever version. Why not a Saga version? You know, I'll buy from them because, you know, it's a lot easier. I can just import directly. Shireen says, I'm stitching the one by Pain-Free Crafts. And Betty says, I received both Saga and Pattern Keeper. I had to extract them. No big deal. I'll look up and let you know tomorrow. Yeah. I hope it's a trend. Either the artist is from Russia, so they just, you know, targeting certain audience that have got Saga already or expect, you know, that format. Or is catching up. Who knows? I'm doing a loop start with this one. I'm just looking at this question by Rabbit Hole. Can markup tell you how many stitches remaining on a page? Yes. So markup, I think technically you could work the entire piece as one, technically, but the performance is terrible. So the best way to do it, at least, you know, that's how I did it. I work page by page, so it's a little bit less sluggish, and it has a stacked sort of numbers associated with the page only. If you work in the page mode, you can get calculations and stitches remain percentage just based on a single page. So yes, it's quite good in that way. So it's got some good points, you know. I know I'm very critical about it, and I think I'm you know, rightly so, because, you know, they just need to work a little bit harder, but they do have a lot of good things going on there. You know, for instance, if you have markup RXP and you go to the journal section where, you know, the equivalent of the stat page on Saga or Pattern Keeper. Pattern Keeper doesn't have a number, sort of stat page, dedicated page, screen. It just got those numbers on top of the screen, which is fine. But if you go to the journal or look at all the numbers, percentage, etc., go to that mode. If you dig down, there's an entire functionality features for, oh, that's one ugly thread ending situation here. I don't know what's happening. It's okay. I just need to stitch. The stitch below, it will cover it, right, guys? Pink frog, compassion frog. And yes, if you go to the journal part of Markup IXP, I think their journal section is an app on its own. Pretty much, it's got that much functionality to that section. You can attach pictures. You can take a picture of where you are today for the session, upload it, it will capture it, and you can write notes against it. It's got a whole stitching journal functionality attached to it, but because the user interface is so poorly designed that you probably don't even know that it's there. And even if you know it's there, you don't want to use it because it's not great to use it, even though the functionality is there, But it's just not, it's not obvious, it's not easy to use. But otherwise, you can create an entire stitching journal using that app on top of the markups and all that stuff. So hey, Jenin P. Hello. Oh, we've got another new joiner. Sarah, bring out the biscuits and the milk. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Jenin P is also a new joiner in the chat. This is including lurkers as well. It doesn't have to be new to the channel completely. If you're just new to the chat, you are new to us, okay? And Janine says, good evening, finally caught a live. I've been a lurker for a while. Well done. That's what we like. Unlurk yourself, just come forward and join us. And wonderful. So good to have you here. And Nikki says, I have a Arizona flag on 14 counts. Have you finished it? And how long ago, when was the last time you worked on it? 1994. Yes, Sarah. Okay, Jenin, this is for you, and this is how we welcome new joiner to the chat. Okay, it's official. You're in. Captain Squirrel. I knew it. When we're doing live a little bit later, our stitchy friends from Australia are all popping up. Say hello. Wonderful. I mean, Squirrel does join us on regular sessions as well. But today maybe, you can hang out a little bit longer. Because we just started. Just warmed up. 779. Nikki's behind the stream. So she's answering question that I asked about 15 minutes ago. That happens. And Live with Natty is also here. Welcome. She says, hi, beautiful people. I'm super late. Sorry. No, we've just started because it's a Friday. Monday and Friday, we start a little bit later. So we just got warmed up. Welcome. Here we go. I'm going to move down to this beautiful red dress a little bit. I cannot help it. Here we go. 3328. 3328. 3328 is beautiful little kind of orangey pink. That's how I describe it. So it's good morning in Australia and in Japan as well, I think. No, Natty, right on time. Right on time. Well, maybe a little bit, late. We started a little bit, but we just warmed up. So it's a perfect time to join us. Oh, Rochelle has been watching Nikki. So guys, if you don't know Nikki Stitchy, she's a floss tuber, okay? She's been a little bit lazy recently, not doing a lot, but hanging out with Yogi too much, okay? But she's picking up, I'm sure. She's got a new project, 6 portals. So go watch Nikki, okay? She stitches some questionable stuff from time to time, okay? Like seafood, sea creatures, like calamari. Guys, can you flash no calamari a sign just as a reminder for Nikki, okay? But otherwise, her stitching is beautiful, okay? No calamari for the group, protecting the community for our stitchers. And we want to stitch safely, okay? Stitch safely here. And no strange creatures, No calamari. There you go, Nikki. It's official. It's a group policy, okay? And for offenders, I'll leave it to Sarah to handle the offenders. No biscuits. No milk for a week for offenders. Yes, no calamari, okay? And that applies to all the seafood, okay? Or, octopus, prawns. Turtle is the funny one. Maybe turtle should be excluded, immune to the rule, right? Turtle is not seafood. And Jennings says, thanks for the shout out. I'm working on Train of Dreams by Randall Spangler. Oh, that name pops up a lot as well in our group. Memorial piece for my stepfather, my mum, and it's from Hade. Would love to try Saga. Can't figure out how to get the Hade PDF in it. You're in the right group, Jenin, because we have a lot of stitchers here to help. Jenin, and also join our Facebook group, okay? The link is in the description. And if you join, there's a lot of information there. And whenever you struggle, just post. Just send out a SOS post and help will be there. And we'll guide you through. It's a great app. So, we're more than happy to help you to get to import, convert your files, and to use the app because it's great fun. Quite a lot of us have converted to, having our work, majority of our work, on the in the app, and I love it. I love it. I think that's correct. Wendy is here. She says, I'm late. I was going to watch the Blue Jays Marina play off baseball. Oh, baseball games, but it's too It's too nerve-wracking. So over, so over to Yogi for some calming energy. Oh, well, board games is all about winning and lose. Whereas with Yogi, everybody wins. Okay, you're winners. And so stay with us. Stay with us. Calming energy coming up. Here we go. And Nikki, you mentioned yesterday you've got your setup sorted. You know, I'll let you take your time, okay? But whenever you're ready, you know, have a little relay session with Yogi. Just give me a wave with your little fingers, and we'll get something set up. You know, whenever you're ready, okay? No rush, no rush. Just give Nikki plenty of time to get things sorted, so she will have no excuses when the time comes. My cunning plan. Right, I'm going to do a little bit of gridding here. Oh, let me move this. Nikki says, I bought some saga patterns. Where? Where'd you do that? Are there sort of saga specific vendors? I wonder. Let me count. I can count, okay? Nikki can only count to 5. I can count to 10. Watch and learn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me try again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this one's fine. And we'll keep gridding downwards. So I'm ready to pounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. No funny faces, so I think I'm correct. And don't worry about the blue pen. It will come off very easily with a bit of liquid. There you go. So at the moment, I'm kind of respecting the boundary of the page on the right there. I might float outside if it makes sense, but for now, just for keep things in order, I'm gonna kind of have, you know, the page border here from the previous session and use that as a kind of endpoint for stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. Greetings, a joy with 14 counts. Captain Squirrel is being visited, attacked by green frogs. Please send Squirrel some pink frogs, compassionate frogs for Captain Squirrel. Oh, yes, I think Captain Squirrel needs some help there, some love and compassion. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, pink frogs are on the way to you, Captain Squirrel. And Lizzie says, I love turtles. They're awesome. Yeah, they are. Maybe we should exclude frogs from the seafood category, right? So stitching turtle is okay, but sparingly. Life with Natty says is saga free. It is free right now on Android. There's a free version. It's a slightly older version. It's a cut just before they got banned from Google app store. But on iOS, which is more up to date, is the version I'm using, which is not free. And I'm trying to think, depends on where you are. When I bought it, it was about £12. But let me tell you, it's worth every penny. Okay. But ultimately it's for you to judge. But unfortunately, they don't have trial period. So if you want a copy, you need to buy it. But you can see, you can watch the streams here. I use it to track all my projects now. So you can decide whether it's for you. And I also have a tutorial stream that I did a while back. It's under the video section as well. It's easier to find. And you can look it up and see if it's for you. So ultimately, it's for you to decide. Hey, Kelly's here as well. Kelly's Quote Plus, welcome. Let me have a sip of my coffee here. It's a little bit cold, but it's so good. I've got it in my flask, so it's lovely. So Kelly's been doing chores and sewing another pocket for the tote bag I'm making. Very nice. A spot of sewing for Kelly. Let me move on to the next color here. Let me see. And Life with Natty says, heads up to all the Randall Spangler fans. There's an event next month. I am sponsoring there. There are prizes. And the best of all goes live every Monday on YouTube and chats, draws with us. Nikki says, I'm on my setup, but I will stitch calamari lady just for you, Yogi. Oh, you wouldn't dare doing that right in front of my face. Okay, Nikki. Did you see the emoji? It's officially banned, okay? We need to protect everyone here from the attack of calamari. It's not acceptable. Nikki, is it for me? You say you made 14 count fun. Yeah, it is fun. You should pick up that piece, the flag or whatever it is. Rebecca is walking a little bit close to the sun there. Rebecca says, "Oh no, I'm stitching a mermaid. Beware the seafood." It's mermaid seafood. I think mermaid is okay. Mermaid is okay. It's half fish. So, and I'm not aware of people eating mermaid. So I think you're safe there, Rebecca. Just don't stitch like, octopus, that kind of stuff is, banned from the group, okay? Lizzie says, I need a compassionate frog, as I had to earlier today. It was awful. Oh, compassionate frog for everyone. I know it happens to all of us, even the best of us. Not me, but you. The best of you. 355. 355. Oh, 355 only got one strand left. So from the sound of it, look, I've only got one strand, 355. It's been running low. So what I'm going to do, I came prepared, okay? So a little bit of a floss up with this color, 355. Let me just move it. So I need to top up the thread a little bit. So let me do this. So I've got, let me just move this out for a few moments. Just a little bit. So let me show you. So this is how the kit came with the floss there. And I just kept everything in a, I think this must be original bag, I think. And so I'm going to find which one's that 355. So I keep everything in here. So they're still in a very good condition, even though I've got this kit for years. 355, 355, where are you? Here. So you can see the volume of threads they supply you is a lot. 355, okay, let me take a few pieces out. This is called flossing up, according to Joyce. She's in charge of the naming department of our group. She comes up with very clever names. So I'm flossing up right now. Let me take probably about 4 to 5. That should be plenty. And then I'm with this length. Oh no, I don't. Do I cut it in half? No, I just fold it in half. In that case, I can probably take the whole lot. Or maybe that's too much. Maybe just these ones would do. 355. Oh, never mind. Let me just have the whole lot here. There's still plenty on the thread cards here. Because the advantage of having a little bit more, at a time is that you don't have to come back and keep, having to fiddle with the thread cards here. So it keeps everything new and undisturbed. So that's how I want to do it. So I take a healthy amount out, and so I don't need to touch it for quite a while. So here we go. And I'm going to thread this on my floss card here, organizer here. 355. I think this is okay. That's quite a respectable amount. Here we go. I'm going to tuck it in. Beautiful. I'm going to take a single strand here. And it's quite nice to having to top up, because you feel like you've stitched, a lot. And then to the point that you need to top up, which is quite nice. Nikki says, trying to figure out if I should buy Samsung tablet to see if I can capture it on my Mac laptop. So much technical stuff. So what is your computer? So you've got OBS installed. Sorry, this is a little bit of a streamer's talk here with Nikki, okay? Just trying to help out here. So you've got the video card, you've got OBS, and you want to be able to show your app view like mine, right? So with Samsung, I think it's got a, yeah, I think it should be able to, I don't know what tablets you've got right now. If you've got an iPad and you've got a Mac, it's very easy. But if you've got, because some Android tablets, like mine, for Pattern Keeper, it's so basic. The the tablet is so basic, it doesn't have the mirroring option. But if a Samsung tablet is got a mirroring option, then it should be quite easy. You can just connect. There are ways you could do it over your computer. So, but hang on, Nikki. Your last live stream a short while ago, I did see you showing Pattern Keeper. Oh, or maybe you want Saga. Are you using Saga for your thingy? The setting up can be a little bit fiddly to start with, but once you get it sorted, you don't have to think about it. It's actually not bad. But the initial setup, to your liking, yes, it can be a little bit fiddly. But you will get there. You will get there. And you can always pop me a message if you need help. And Mandy says, Yogi, what pen are you using to grid your fabric, please? Yes, I can show you. So with this one, the blue pen, it comes in different colors as well. So I mostly use the blue one because it's my favorite. It kind of just non-intrusive. But if I need to grid for other markings, I use the other two as well. The purple one is quite nice as well. So these are from Clover. Clover, can you see that? It's a Japanese-made brand. They do a lot of sewing accessories, craft accessories, and these are kind of with the pen at the front with the colors, and also at the back is an eraser. And all it is kind of a pen with some sort of solution, clear solution there. But you can just use water because these are water solutable. So, if I make a mistake, let me show you here with this blue pen. I think you can buy these pens. They're still around. Last time we checked. And for instance, if you make any mistakes here, all you have to do is just draw over it, and instantly it's gone. It will dry, and then it's gone. So it's very, very safe. I haven't had any problem of the blue marking kind of left behind. And I think when I wash it, if I do finish it, okay, it's going to take a little while. But, if you just wash it, and everything will be gone. So that's Clover. I can't remember what it's called. It's got a name. Air eraser marker, I think. Oh, hang on. So this is air eraser. It disappears by itself. But I think this, because the writing's all gone. Okay, air erasable. Air erasable. I think they gradually fade away as well. So there you go. Yes, friction pen. I think Joyce, Stitchidachi, she likes her friction pen, but I can never make it work for me because it's very hard to draw for some reason. I do have a couple of them here, and it's the same brand as Joyce's recommendation, but for some reason, it's just very tricky for me to write. It doesn't glide smoothly. So I either use these pens for larger stitches, or on 25 or 28 counts, I use pencils, really. So it's just easier for me. So you can test it and see if which one you like better. And I don't mind pencil, it doesn't disappear by itself, but most of the time it's covered up quite well. So no problem there. Oh, Kelly's got a Windows app. I have no experience of Windows tablets, so I have no idea whether it's compatible with any of the apps. That's interesting. I haven't come across anybody with Windows tablet. No idea. So if anybody knows anything about Windows tablets, maybe you can come forward and help out. I have no clue. So the Windows tablet, I presume, is not compatible with Android either. Okay, let me move it down here. Nikki says, I have Fire HD. Oh, so you have Amazon HD. Is it the same as me? Mine is Fire HD as well, but some are slightly more advanced than others. And I have the very basic Fire. Fire is from Amazon, isn't it? Nikki says, I want to use Pattern Keeper mostly. I use BlueStack, but don't like marking it on my laptop while I'm streaming. Yes. I think the best policy is for you to connect your tablets directly to the screen. I don't know what PC you've got, but you can get an iPad. Because iPad is so easy, it's ridiculous. You don't even need any video cards or any special cables. You just connect to the computer. I've got a Mac, and it just come on the screen like that. So you probably need to Google or look up YouTube to see if anybody's got similar setup as you. There's always someone somewhere that's got the same setup as you. So Lizzie, yes, you can get those eraser pens, but they're the only thing is they bleed a little bit. So for 14, maybe up to 20 counts is perfectly fine. But I've used it on 25 counts. The fabric, the line starts to bleed a little bit. So sometimes it could be slightly tricky to identify where the border is. Other than that, you know, if you draw very lightly, it might be okay. But for anything above 22, I tend to use pencil. It's just cleaner. All the red dress is emerging. Let me see what's next. All right, I'm gonna keep going with the red dress. 3831, 3831. I've got one threaded already. 3831 here. Captain Squirrel says, apparently you can screen mirror on a Samsung 9 Plus. So that's what Captain Squirrel's using. Yes, I think if it's got the capability of mirroring, then the rest is easier. The trouble I have with my the Android tablet is that it doesn't, it can't even do that because it's so basic. Oh, that's true, Nikki. Yes, Nikki's got an iPad, but pattern keyboard doesn't work on it. Why don't you use Saga, Nikki? You have Saga set up, don't you? Just use Saga, because iPad is so much easier. Let me take a sip of my tea here. I've got a cup of mint tea as well. Rochelle says, I ordered the blue and pink clover pens. The blue one is great, but the pink one is, like Yogi says, erasable. Oh, I see. Because my blue pen is so worn off, I can't read the text anymore. But I think there might be different types. I think this one is water solution. Oh, you can see a little bit of a water erasable. So get this one. Because air erasable ones, I think this is great for sewing. For instance, if you cutting pattern, you just want the lines to be there long enough for you to cut it, for instance. Yes, I think there are different types. I forgot about that. Get the blue ones, get the water erasable ones. These, the lines will stay there for as long, sometimes it fades a little bit, but most of the time they stay where they are until you erase it. Yes, get a water solutable. They're different types. Now I remembered. And the blue line is pretty easy to read for most fabric as well, so. So you're quite right, Rochelle. There. Oh, very good point. Yes. Maybe you can mirror. Oh, if you want to mirror using Android tablets to Mac, I think you can, but you probably need some sort of software on the app. There are apps out there that allows you to do that. I think you can. You just need to get one of those apps. Because I was trying out everything. So there's software you can download, but my tablet just didn't have the capability to even mirror, so. Nikki says, I have Markup and Saga on iPad, but I watch it for YouTube. You use it to watch YouTube. But you don't need to watch YouTube when you're streaming, do you? Or you can use a phone to monitor it if you want to. A red dress is happening. See you later, Lizzie. But any of you, if you're interested in, getting Saga, and join the Facebook group, and so there are a lot of conversion help from the members, and also a lot of information. So we frequently get questions, sort of troubleshooting and that kind of stuff. So it's quite good. It's a support system because quite a few of us are using Saga. So I have no idea, in totality, over here at least, maybe America and Europe, how, in terms of the number of people proportionally using Saga. But in this group, quite a lot of us use the app. So it's a, good place to find support. Right. Let's have a look. Shall I do a little bit? Oh, there's a bit of a yellow going on there. Interesting. Why not? Let's do a little bit of a yellow orangey thing. Janine says, personally, I don't like markup. It's not user-friendly at all, which is why I want to try Saga. Looks like much better program and no ongoing charge. Exactly. Yesterday, I think it just maybe yesterday or day before, we just had a little rant here about markup RXP. I know that's it. Because if the app itself was super duper working really well and doing everything like Saga here, then I probably wouldn't mind if it was subscription based. But it's the fact that there's no improvement whatsoever, and even the basic things is doing quite poorly, to be honest. So they have no business asking for subscription, to be honest. I know it sounds harsh, but it's a reality. It's a reality. They shouldn't be charging people money. No, I'm kidding. That's gone a little bit too far. They can charge people money, but maybe one off, and also keep updating, keep improving. Pattern keepers, they ask for one-off fee, but they continue to improve. And that's how you stay on the market, because all it needs is for a few of us talking about it and word spread. People may have thought about buying it, is going to hesitate because, the review isn't great. So unless they just given up, unless they just go, well, let's just keep the app there until no one buys it anymore, and then we go away. I don't know what their plans are, because there really isn't a lot of improvement there at all. I've been using it for close to 2 years, maybe a little bit more. I was on free version for a little while, and then I paid for the subscription, I think, so I could import paper pattern or maybe back up things. So there are certain features obviously holding, being held back until you pay for it. So I was held hostage by the app because I had, like, this one was paper version, and I scanned the paper version so I could mark it with an app. I don't like working with paper. So in a way, I was stuck. So I agree with you, Janine. It's not a great app. I know some people love it, and if you love it, fine. Stay with it, okay? But I think quite a lot of us do not think it's a great app. Nikki says, not for streaming, but when I don't stream, I can't use my iPad to mark and watch YouTube. Oh, I get it. I get it. Right, at the same time. So you watch YouTube with one tablet, you want to use another device for marking. I get it. Well, then get two. It's a solution for you, Nikki. Rochelle asks, Yogi, can you work page by page in Saga, or at least have a way to create a pseudo page by page? Yeah. Well, okay, so this is it. Let me show you this, all right? Very good question. Very good question. So we were talking about markup RXP being restricted, and you work on sort of page by page basis, right? And that's why my work looks like this, because I was stuck with page view. But Saga does not pay any attention to the page borders at all. It totally ignores it. As far as I know, you can let me know if there's a setting to turn on page views. As far as I know, I don't think there is. So basically, when you load in to Saga, it kind of treats the entire piece as one. A little bit like Pattern Keeper, but Pattern Keeper, you have the option to turn on the page border. And I think Saga totally ignores it, but it has this really powerful feature called highlight box, or at least that's what I call it. If you look at the toolbar at the bottom there, and it's the force on the left there, where this upper right arrow pointing icon, when I turn it on, it brings on this default highlight box. So this is essentially a user-defined box that you can create to create any size area you want. So whatever a page is, because page is an arbitrary definition for, I think it comes from print, right? In order for a section of the chart to fit on A4. And that's all that was. There is nothing intrinsically a page, because Heaven and Earth page and Gecko Rouge page, they have different number of stitches. So it's an arbitrary thing. So because it's arbitrary, you can make it however you want. Can you see that? So I could literally, depends on how many blocks you want to define as a page, and you can just create your own page, whatever size you feel comfortable. And on top of that, you can make it any size you want. And you can see the numbers there to give you indicator on how big it is. I think for Joyce, she was, I don't know whether she's doing it. She literally make it into a row like this. 10 by 10 to the right, like a row. And you can use it as an indicator to do row by row. You can go as far as that. I don't know what the smallest. Oh, you can make it one stitch. You can make one stitch block as well. So with this feature, it doesn't matter whether there's page border, because you just create your own area. Does that help, Rochelle? So yes, there isn't the pattern. Saga doesn't recognize the page borders provided by the chart, but you can create whatever you want, whatever area you want. All right. So there you go. So it's a very, very powerful feature. And within that box, Rochelle, within that box, when you look at the stat here, let me bring on this view here, where where it shows percentage and everything. Literally, if I, hang on, let me bring on the highlight box there, right? If I have a highlight box here, and let's say 10 by 10, whatever size it is, when I go to the stats, it will give you a separate stat just for that area. Whatever number of stitches, 10 by 10, 2 by 2, whatever. It will give you the color, number of colors involved, the stitches involved. So within the area, can you see that? Within the area is that box, the numbers within that box. So it's saying it's got 100 stitches, 38 of them have been done, and 62 remains. And total, sometimes it will give you the number of colors as well. Yes, it's got a number of colors, got 13. 24, but I've done 11, so 13s remain. So you get separate number stats for you to track that particular area. So you can literally create any customized area here. And this is before. I don't want to go into the freestyle user-defined area, but there's another feature that you can just draw a number. I might as well show you while we're on the topic. Okay, so if you look at the toolbar on the left here, just next to the highlight box on the fifth icon, there's a lasso there. If I turn it on, okay, there are a couple of things you can do, but the one I want to show you is that, let's say, if I'm working on this lady here, right, this poster, and I can draw a box, but let's say I just want to work around the lady here. Let me turn this on here, right? I just want to trace the outline of this lady here. I can just go in under this mode and start drawing around the lady. So this is creating a free style highlight box. It's not a box, but area that you could work within, and it locks everything else, all the stitches outside this box, this area out. You can't mark it, you can't do anything with it. You can park, but other than that, you can't do anything else. And then you can just work within this area. And again, if I go to the stats here, within the area will capture all the numbers within those area. Make sense? So I didn't intend to go too deep with this, but just to show you the selection there is free. So page borders, no page borders, literally has no, it does not matter. You can just create your own. All right. And now I have to find my stitch. Yes, I know where I am. I know where I am. Do not panic. Yes, that's where I am. See you later, Sarah. Good to see you. One, two, three, four. See you later, Michelle. And come back to join our Amy Stewart Day tomorrow on Saturday. Okay, if you're new to the channel, every Saturday we do a Amy Stewart Stitch Together. So everybody bring their favorite Amy Stewart piece. And quite a lot of us are working on Traveling Library, which is kind of pretty new for heaven and earth. And you can work on any project from her. And even if you're not working on Amy Stewart, you allowed it, We have a back door. We have a back door that I just leave it open. You can sneak in. So tomorrow, we might start a little bit earlier because I really need to catch up on my Amy Stewart piece. So tomorrow, normally we start around 8 on Saturdays. Tomorrow, I'm thinking starting from 7, How's that? So we have 1 extra hour. 7 as in, UK time. So we can do the conversion there. But I think it would be quite nice to do a slightly longer session. It's not half marathon, but we might have around 5 hours together. So, warm up the joints, warm up the needles, and come and join me. I can't wait to work on that piece. I haven't done anything since maybe I put in a few stitches after the last Saturday, but then things got busy. I have not worked on it since, so I'm looking forward to it. Rochelle says, can you do mean to max with the highlighted box? Yeah, whether it's the box or the user-defined freestyle, everything within the area. You can do mean to max, max to mean. You can do 1, 2, 3, which is following the DMC number. Whatever you want. Whatever you can do without the highlight box, you can do within that box and have the stats just for that box, that area, whatever area it is. So that's why it's fun, because you can switch around and do different combination. You can do, I know quite a few of you doing 10 by 10, parking, for instance, and then once you finish all the pass threads, which I've done as well, you can do mean to max, or 1, 2, 3. It makes it fun. However you want to work your piece. Do you think they need to pay me commission? Because I'm literally doing sales for them. Saga, are you listening? Have you people calling my people? All right. I'm doing the daily adverts for you. Can you not see? Daily demo. Janine says, so many options in Saga. Yes, it's good fun. So, I had the 14 counts, the paper pattern ones, imported to Markup IXP and work with those. But the rest of my patterns up to this point was on Pattern Keeper. And I was fairly happy with Pattern Keeper, to be honest with you. There are a few things I would like to change, but overall it's pretty crisp and slick and a responsive app. So, in that sense, it's a good app. But now I've transferred everything onto Saga now, and I haven't felt the need to go back to Pattern Keeper. So so far so good. 3822. I need one more strand here, and I'm still learning because it's so much with this app. And I keep finding new things, because there are a lot of very clever people in our group, and they discover new things and they share with us. So there's still things, I bet. There's still hidden features that I have no idea that they're there. It's frightening. It's frightening. You're welcome, Rochelle. Silver says, wish there was a free trial. That is true. But at the same time, you watch me working with it every day. And Lizzie says, I can join in on Amy Stewart week this week, as I have sorted out that pattern. That's really good. By that pattern, do you mean traveling library or something else you're working on? You can work on anything. Love the color scheme here. Oh, so therapeutic. It's 14 counts, because 14 counts, you can really hear the fabric as the thread passing through. So relaxing to listen to. I mean, with higher count fabric, you can still hear it, but not as much. I don't know whether you can hear it through the microphone here, but so relaxing to listen to. And talking about saga, I learned it from learned about the app from this lady called her channel name. I always struggle to say it. It's called Stitching Masterpieces. She's from Russia, I believe, and she does stitch with me as well, but recorded sessions, and she would do it without speech. And you can hear the sound of the fabric as well, which is quite nice. And I love the fact that she doesn't play music. I can't watch those that's got background music. It just it's not my thing. But if you just have, you don't have to talk. You can just have background noise and the sound of the fabric. It's very relaxing. And she can stitch really fast as well. She's one of those aliens. Here you go. I might take it over here as well. And I remember in the very beginning, when I started the channel, I wasn't live streaming then. I was I thought, well, I'll just do some recorded sessions and see how it goes with, just to see if it's for me. And I remember I did one. Maybe the second video, I did one. I tried to do one without speech. I tried to sit there, and I can't remember how long that session was. Maybe nearly 2 hours, and I was sitting there fighting the urge to talk, because I just I wanted to record the background sound, so it's not like I could just mute this the sound. So I was trying to try not to cough, not to sniff, and not to talk. And it was difficult. And it was through that session. It's still on the as a video sort of section. If you're curious, you can go have a watch and laugh. I did one, maybe two. I think I cut it in two. Sort of no speech session. And from that session, I realized that wasn't for me. I just naturally want to talk through what I do. But I remember struggling for, the 2 hours seemed like 5, so. And Janine has got a Amy Stewart piece as well. She says, I have to kit up the Marvelous Circus. Oh, that's a beautiful piece for Saturday. Yes. Janine, you've got less than 24 hours to go, but you can do it. You can do it and come back and join us. Or you can even kit up during the session, right? A lot of people do it, preparing their projects. Just come and join us. Lizzie says, I cannot watch one without chatting, although into ASMR, prefer to hear people's voices, the music or nothing. Yes, I can do just background noises. You know, I'm fine if I can listen to the fabric, but music, I can't. Those are background music. Unfortunately, I just cannot do it. Because I have the option to turn off the music, but then it would just be dead silence. I just see people's hand moving. But no, unfortunately, I can't do music ones. Here we go, 498, 498. Oh, I remember struggling. Try not to talk. Nice bright red here. Oh, I haven't done any air stitching with white yet. Oh, I got away with it. Not yet. Maybe I would. I'm trying to do the lady itself, but the background of the poster is mostly white. Dun dun dun. It's quite interesting because this piece, there's some white spots, you know, like the windows from the shop. There's some white background, but mostly quite, you know, a lot of brown and blue, quite rich colors. Rabbit holes. Oh my God. Yes, you're reminding me. Rabbit hole says, when it's time for giant chocolate buttons. Very good. Very good. And Rabbit hole says, I don't have any, but I love it. I love when it is time. Well, the best time for chocolate button is always now. Okay. So, yes, time for a bit of chocolate. Actually, I'm a little bit peckish as well because I came in teaching classes quite late, and where are my buttons? Oh, I need to find my buttons. Hello, yes, I got you. And I came in. I had some salad. I wasn't very hungry, so now is a good time. Yes, just to answer to the request of Rabbit hole. The giant chocolate button has appeared. Yes, and I've got about probably 1/3 left. Beautiful giant button, and you know it's not kidding when it says a giant button. Just wait till you see it if you haven't seen it. You know, Janet is saying, "What is a chocolate button?" You're about to witness, you know, the size of these buttons. If you look at the pictures here and go, "Well, that looks rather large," and let me show you. Okay, here we go. Dun dun dun. Here we go. Sometimes they break apart, so I want to pick it. Here we go. Giant button appear like a UFO. Dun! You see, it's even bigger than the photo. Because sometimes you have a photo looking really big, and you take the button now, it's like, oh, there's a tiny one. No, it's even bigger than the photo. Okay? And quite a lot of them look like this, like broken off. So they're not kidding. And this, you know, like a planet, whatever. And here we go. Here's the chocolate button. So this is from me to Rabbit Hole. Here we go. I know you haven't got chocolate, but you know, chocolate is to eat, not to share. So here we go. Mmm. You hear that? It's so big. You have to bite into it. You can't just shove the whole thing. I have tried. I have shoved the whole not bottom, a button in the mouth. And it didn't work out very well, you know. I had to literally chew for about a minute. So I like to have the chocolate in the mouth and melt away. I don't like to bite into chocolate. It tastes different. Try it. Just allow the chocolate to melt instead. And good chocolate will melt pretty quickly. All right? So, very good idea. It is chocolate time. And we have chocolate emoji for members, okay? A special yogi chocolate emoji. So if you don't have chocolate, you can enjoy the emoji. That's probably just as good. Just as good. Maybe not as good, but just as good. Oh, Janine says it's not a cookie, but just a chocolate. American here. Oh, so in America, chocolate button is cookie? So chocolate button is not a button? What? But it says on the tin is chocolate button, okay? A piece of circular chocolate, the shape of a button. Yeah, that's what it says. It says on the label there. It's a chocolate button. Oh, Captain Squirrel's got our chocolate. Yes, with heart, just like your badge. It's a chocolate with love. Okay, just for you. If you don't have chocolate to eat, enjoy the emoji. Really? Janine says no such thing as chocolate buttons here. Really? Surely you do. Do you not have chocolate buttons for baking, for instance? I've seen those. Not as big as these ones. These are giants. That's why it says, you know, giant chocolate buttons. You know, try to warn you of it's giant. But I'm pretty sure in America you have chocolate buttons that you can, or maybe tiny ones, I don't know, that you use for baking, for instance. I've seen those, I'm pretty sure. It's just a button of chocolate. Janine, I'm pretty sure you have chocolate buttons. Maybe not as big as these ones, okay? These are special. These are giant buttons. So, but I'm sure you have chocolate buttons, maybe smaller buttons. And if not, they need to make some. Seriously. Oh, so good. Oh, Rabio says a candy maker will call these wafers. But I thought wafers were more like not biscuits, but wafers like airy biscuit thing. But this is pure chocolate. It's just a button of chocolate, as it says on the tin. It's just it's a giant, and it's a chocolate, and it's in a button. That's it. Very simple. Rachel Morton says no buttons in the US. Those are chocolate chips or white chocolate chips. Oh, right. I'm shocked, Rachel and Janine. I can't believe the entire America. There's no chocolate button. What is going on there? Oh, you need to do something about it. You know, things have to change. You need buttons. Ask them to make giant ones. But if they have little buttons, I know which ones you're talking about. Yes, they're frequently used for baking, right? The tiny, tiny drops, like chocolate drops. But if they can make chocolate drops, they can make buttons. They have the technology. Just make them a little bit bigger. That's it. It's not hard. Oh, I can't believe it. I thought, you know, you've got everything in America and everything supposed to be really big. That's what I've been told. You know, I had a friend went to, can't remember where it was, in America to work for a year. And he was telling me, even the orange juice, you know, orange juice here is like the biggest one. You can get like maybe a liter and in carton. And he was telling me that they're like 3 times as big, and that's normal. And I thought, well, where do you put in the fridge? Because the fridge is going to be full. Just with the orange juice, what else can you fit in? And he goes, well, that was the size, normal size. You can't get smaller ones. You know, over here, if you're not used to it, I've never been to the UK, you'd probably be surprised. If you go to a supermarket, right? So you can buy your fruits and vegetables. And over here, it's not uncommon that you can just buy 1 banana. I bet it's probably quite unusual where you are, wherever you are, in the States or Australia, I don't know. But over here, it's not unusual. Sometimes I buy 1 banana. If you have a whole bunch of bananas on the shelf, right, you can literally just take 1 off and then just buy that one. Do you have it over there? Other than giant buttons? I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have the, you know, maybe for a lot of shops, it's probably not allowed for you to take 1 banana off the bunch and then just buy that one. Over here you can. Where am I? Where am I exactly? Here. Oh, Rachel says they do have them bigger. They're called Hershey's Kisses. And Rachel says you absolutely can get smaller orange juice, a carton or smaller serving if you want. The largest I've seen is a gallon. I don't know how big a gallon is. How many liters in a gallon? Like 10? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the shop he went to, and he just has to get like, you know, huge container of orange juice. And, you know, I don't know what he did with the fridge. Maybe the fridge is like 5 times bigger than over here in the UK as well. And some of us have big fridges, but I don't think can fit in such container just for orange juice. Oh dear. Here we go. Hello, Dolly. Hello, sweetie. Oh, that's my Dolly there. They're coming to say hello. If you never met my Dolly before, this is Dolly, my cat, a tuxedo cat. She's always well dressed, yes, with a bow tie under the chin. That's just a dot. So that's my Dolly. Just wandered in. And Janine says, what? Why on earth why would you only buy one banana? Sometimes you just want one banana. And Rachel says, yes, you can buy one banana too. Rachel in America. See, Janine is surprised. But sometimes you just want one banana. And you can just buy one tomato. Rochelle says Yogi hasn't seen an American fridge. Wow, is it like as big as a room, like a bedroom, a single bedroom? And you walk in, and you can just lounge around. Goodness. Yes, you can get just one banana, and what else can you get? Just one. Pretty much everything. One cucumber, even the mini ones. And, just one apple. Yeah, you can get everything, just, single number. It's not unusual. Kathy says, if I ate at a convenience store such as gas station, you can purchase one banana. Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes you just need one, you just want one. Why buy a bunch when you just want one? Captain Squirrel in Australia says, we can buy single fruit and veg items here. I'm glad to hear that. That's a reflection of a civilized society. Sometimes just one fruit. I mean, I'm not sure about one strawberry, okay? Strawberries and berries, they tend to come in as a pack. So, so you can't just have one blueberry. That's pushing the boundary a little bit too far. But, larger items, yeah. One orange, yeah, you're allowed. Stitching Fiend says, our chocolate buttons in Australia have 100s and 1000s on them. We call them freckles. Are they big buttons or are they like chocolate drops? 1,000? Why do you need 1,000 of them? What are you going to do with them? Are you going to use them to fill like pillows? You know those beans, like bean pillows, and you're having chocolate pillows instead. 1,000? So bad. And Lizzie is not a great fan of bananas, but I think if they're too ripe, they do start to smell a little bit overwhelming. That's true. But if you buy them just right, they're gorgeous. They're beautiful to eat. The power snack. I frequently have like a banana between classes. And it's a power food. But when they're too ripe, yes, I do have slight issues with banana when they're too ripe. I'm going to keep going with this color then. 498. Such a beautiful color. 498. Rochelle says, so an American fridge is supersized max color. Yes, supersized max color, and I don't know, is there anything bigger than supersize? But we can get pretty large fridges here, but probably it's all relative. Large here is probably not very large over there. But it's also to do with the living space as well, particularly in London. You know, most flats are not super huge. I don't have a huge kitchen. Not that I need it, but Rachel says he probably went to a Costco or Sam's Club, one of those bulk quantity stores. I don't know. I was under an impression he just popped down to the corner shop and then he came back with like a gallon of orange juice, and he couldn't find anything smaller. The poor thing. I don't know how long that you know, that orange juice actually lasted. Oh dear. It's not easy. Susan says, hello, Dolly, indeed. And Dolly says, hello, Susan. And Lizzie asks, Dolly's gorgeous, Yogi. Does she love cuddles and fuss? Well, she's very independent, and when she wants a cuddle, she demands it, okay? But she's not a lap cat. She doesn't snuggle with me in bed, which is a shame. I love sleeping with cats, so I miss that. But she would sleep next to me and my partner. So she would sort of sleep on the side. She's got her own spot, but she doesn't sleep on top of me. You know, some cats, they do. You wake up, they're on top of your face. That kind of cat experience that I miss. I quite like that. But no, Dolly, that's not Dolly's style. But Dolly's very affectionate. But she's got her own, you know, boundaries there. So I respect the boundaries. But she's lovely. I love her so much. Rabbit Hole says, I find the same chocolate buttons on the internet for 11 free shipping to US. Oh, that's a lot actually. Just to make a Rabbit Hole jealous, okay? So this whole bag, I've got a new bag here. Let me just show you. This is like QVC for a giant button there. This is a new bag. I've got another one spare, backup, just for emergency, for tomorrow, you know? And so this bag is got, let me see how much weight, 120 grams, okay? 120 grams. Some places, if you go to health food store, they're priced at around £4.50, okay? But on Amazon UK, I find it, Susan, right? I think Susan found it as well. It's £3.50 for the whole bag. This bag is huge with a lot of buttons. £3.50. So it works out a lot less than $11 there. $11 is about £6, £7 over here nowadays. I don't know what the conversion rate is. Yes, but free shipping is good though, because I remember someone else trying to look it up for see if they ship to or whether they're sold in America. I think the price was probably higher than that, and with a lot of shipping costs as well. They really need to start selling this in America, because this is really, really good chocolate. No kidding. And I've tried a lot of different brands, and some of them have, even the more expensive ones, they have kind of a strange aftertaste. I always know. And these are just pure, just really good old-fashioned, pure dark chocolate. It's 70%, 74%. And I do have them in blocks like this as well. So I found these first, and then Now I have the buttons with 74 cacao. It's pretty much the same chocolate, I think. And it's gorgeous. And it melts in your mouth. You know it's a good chocolate. I need to have another button. Sorry, guys. And giant button into my mouth. Very nice. Rashad says, most US grocery stores offer you single fruit and veg purchase. I think you may have outdated film viewing experience. No, I've never seen that in a movie as such. I kind of just presumed, because I just think everything's so big over there and people both buy things, you know, like Costco and things, then perhaps a single banana wasn't a thing. I'm happy to hear that you have that option, because sometimes you just need one banana and nothing else, you know. I like to have that option. So, and so you can buy one tomato as well, I presume. I'm happy to hear that. Betty says, some grocery stores allow one banana now. We buy by the bunch. My hubby and his likes his bananas. Oh, then Betty, you and your husband, your hubby, you're normal people, okay? I buy single bananas sometimes, or two. Maybe I buy two. Because sometimes I just have 1 or 2 bananas in my bag as I go to work. And then I just, you know, snack them in between classes. It's quite easy. I don't want to buy a whole bunch. And those are bananas. Depending on how fast you eat them, if you buy a bunch and not eating them fast enough, they become too ripe and they start to taste, you know, and smell funny. So I like to just buy a few at a time. So I eat them while they're perfect. Whoops. Janine says, but if you buy one banana or one orange, you have to go back to the store the next day. Who wants to do that? No, Janine. Maybe you just want the one banana for that day, and the next day you don't want, you can have the orange, right? If you buy one each, one day 1, banana, day 2, orange, day 3, 3 grapes, you know? Perfect. I'm not sure if you can buy 3 grapes, but maybe I should try next time. You know, one day at a time. Captain Squirrel says hundreds and thousands are another term for sprinkles. Sprinkles. So Captain Squirrel, so we're not literally talking about 1,000 chocolate buttons in a bag. Is that what we're talking about? That was how I read it. So I just thought, well, why do you need 1,000 buttons? What for? Are you filling up a pillow or something? That just sounds very extravagant, slightly over the top, a little bit outrageous. 1,000 buttons. Sprinkles, that's a new term. What is it? Stitching fiend as well. Oh dear. Hundreds and thousands are sprinkles. So hundreds and thousands, is it a brand name? Not literally 100,000. And what are sprinkles? I'm learning so much today. And certain places you can buy giant ones, giant sprinkles, but they normally come in a bag about the size of 10-cent piece. My goodness. I have no idea what that means. Oh dear. So 100,000 sounds like a brand name now. I don't know. The button size, not the brand size. Oh, so the buttons are as big as 10 cents, but that depends on how big 10 cents is. I have no idea. A little bit smaller than this. I cannot imagine currencies, having coins of this size. I don't think that's very practical. Can you hear that? Snap. Live United says our fridge are about 30 inches wide and 70 inches tall, 35 inches deep. But 70 inches tall doesn't sound like very tall. Is that big? I have no sense of sizes or distance. I need to get my ruler out. Is that big? Susan, oh, wise advice from Susan. Okay, Susan says, Yogi doesn't share her banana. Family show, Susan, family show. Rochelle says, yes, 1 tomato, 1 pepper, 1 tomato. Oh, we can get 1 everything. That's good. Yeah, I see where you're going, Rochelle. I get it. I get it. You made your point. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'll be quite distraught if I go to a country and it's forcing me to get a huge bunch of bananas when I really only need 1. I like to have options. And Robbie Ho says, true to my name, I have discovered the rabbit hole of Montezuma. Yes, has 3 freestanding chocolate shops. Really? What do you mean by freestanding chocolate shops? I mean, standing on 1 leg? 2 legs? What do you mean by that? I think they're UK based. Are they? Are they not? Based on your research, of course. I think they may be UK company. And Betty says, yes, even a single squash, a handful of green beans? Now you're pushing it too far, Betty. At least get like a little bag. Can you get 3 beans? Only like green banana, so that's what we buy. Oh, but Betty, green banana is quite bitter, isn't it? It's got that, it bites into your mouth sometimes. For me, the perfect stage for banana is not so much green, but still has a little bit of a green left, tiny bit, but turning yellow. And that's it, because the flesh is really firm and it's not too sweet. When you start to have the brown spots, it's still edible, but it just suddenly, have that banana smell, and also it's a lot sweeter, which I don't like. So I think green banana might be too what would be the term? Not ripe enough for me. So, oh, just 1 more stitch here. Yes, because that sweet spot only lasts for about a day for banana. So I like to buy, single ones and just eat them while they're perfect, rather than having, the remaining bunch kind of just go brown. I mean, you can turn them into ice cream, banana ice cream. Those really ripe ones. Very nice. Look at this. Ooh, a dress is happening there. Kathy says, good night, everyone. My furry toddler, the dog, Oliver, oh, I love the name, needs his evening walk. Yes, night night, Cassie. And those who members, can you give Cassie 99 emoji wishing her well? Betty says, I've removed a bunch of grapes so I can buy only one bunch. Oh dear. Okay, I don't think I ever removed grapes off a bunch of grapes before. You know, that's where I draw the line. Captain Squirrel, oh, my condolences to you. Captain Squirrel says, doorbell run, and now my house is full of in-laws. I better go take care of everyone. Night night. Take care, Captain. Look after yourself. With in-laws, they just turn up, do they? No notice. Susan says Google hundreds and thousands. Sounds like a brand name. Susan, can you Google for me and report back? Oh, Captain Squirrel, I'm so sorry. When you said doorbell run, I thought maybe food delivery, you know, a little bit of DoorDash or something. But what is sprinkles? Is it just like little bits of something? Clearly, if you can sprinkle. And Stitching Fiend says, I'll post a photo of freckles on Facebook page. What's freckles? Oh, the mystery deepens. Thank you, Rochelle. 992 Squirrel. Ah, so it's a big fridge then, Natty. I see. I'm clueless when it comes to measurements. Let me have a sip of my coffee here. Oh, Rabbit Hole says UK-based, referring to the chocolate shop, Montezuma. By freestanding, I mean they sell their chocolate lots of places, but also have their own shops. You mean physical shops in the UK? I wasn't aware of that. I only ever bought them from shops, you know, other shops. But they really need to start selling outside the UK, because so the prices are not going to get so ridiculous, you know. Here we go. Oh my goodness. 15 minutes-ish to 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. Where's time gone? I can't believe it. It's always so much fun chatting with you. Let me pick one more color then. Let me see which one is good. I want to stitch something pretty, you know. Oh, this one's good. Very nice. So it's down here, part of the dress. Ah, Betty. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea to turn it into banana bread. I think when bananas are really ripe, they're very good to be turned into other things. And Susan's posted in a group. I don't know what you... Oh, you mean 100,000. Right, Natty says sprinkles are colorful bits of sugar. So you basically, oh, so you just sugar, what's IMBO. Imbo. Another mystery. Oh, Susan, help. Can you Google Imbo as well? I don't know what that is. We need to learn, Susan. We need to learn cuisine of the world. 666. Oh my goodness. I just randomly picked 666. The color of the devils. We're learning so much, Susan. So you sprinkle the thing on what? Oh dear. Natty has posted a shaker of sprinkles in the group. Yeah, I'll definitely have a look later on. Rachel says, I find it ironic that a full product will have brand name on Montezuma. Has everyone heard of Montezuma's Revenge? I have no idea what it is, Rachel. I think it's just a location name, I'm just guessing, or a name of a mountain. I never looked into it, but I don't know what it is or any origin. But it doesn't matter if, because different terms have different meanings. Depends on where you are, and it's okay. Don't take it badly. I'm sure if it's anything offensive to you, it's unintentional. So don't get mad, okay? Let's just relax. Lona says Christmas red is 666, but it's also the color of devil. You know, I think sometimes we have spooky bingo when I call out a number and everybody goes, hey, I'm stitching the same number, that's spooky bingo. And we think if we have multiple spooky bingo with 666, a portal is going to open. It hasn't happened yet, we're still here, but I think if we have multiple spooky bingo with 666, a portal is going to open, and through the portal we're going to be able to enter Stitcher's paradise in another dimension. I think that's what it is. But until then, I have no idea. But 666 is, a little bit mysterious here. What does it mean then, Montezuma's Revenge? Oh, really? Is that a term for... Oh, I've never heard of that expression. Montezuma's. But is Montezuma a location, like a name of a mountain or something? I always... Because it sounds like... how I would name a mountain. But to be honest, maybe it's not... maybe that expression doesn't exist in UK. I've never heard of it. Susan, have you heard of it? I've never heard of it. So it means different things over here. For a moment, I thought maybe it was something offensive or some sort of historical thing. I'm glad it's just a not very pleasant medical condition. It's okay. There's no revenge here, okay? It's very peaceful. All right then. I'm gonna use up this thread here, 666. I can probably manage another 3 or 4, okay, guys? So the regulars know what happens at the end of each stream, okay? So hope you're ready. And if you're new to the channel or the chat, we play a game together at the end of each stream. We play a game called Guess My Stitches, okay? And as it says in the tin, for you to come forward and pull in a number to guess how many stitches I've done today. As simple as that. All right. And if you go, well, I have no idea. Well, you and me both. Me either. I have no idea. Hey, Chrissy just joined us. She says, hey, everyone. Hanging out at the movies with hubby on his birthday tonight. And we'll be lurking a while in the next 30 minutes till it starts. Oh, Tron 3. Is that like not sci-fi? I don't know what it is. Tron is in like Iron Man or something like that. I have no idea. I haven't been to cinema for a long time. But enjoy it, okay? And oh yeah, Chrissy, play Guess My Stitches with us. Just put in a number because we're reaching the end of the stream, okay? And while you're submitting your numbers here, I'm going to bring out our super duper state-of-the-art Guess My Stitches machine. Go! Yes. Very nice. I built it in my basement with my power tools, okay? Just for you. So come forward. And oh, Turtle Stitches just joined us. My goodness. Squirrel has just left. You missed the heartwarming counter that you that you have every time with Squirrel. Squirrel has just left. She's got in-laws just suddenly knock on the door. Just appeared. The entire room of in-laws, I ask you. Turtle Stitcher. Compassion for Squirrel. All right. Yes, Squirrel, yes. Oh, sad face. Okay, guys. And while you're submitting your number, okay, come forward. If you're lurking, unlurk yourself for a brief moment, all right? Very nice. And I'm going to give you a quick recap of what's happening today on my fabric. Look at this. You know, it might look like slightly abstract here, but what I'm stitching is a beautiful lady on a poster. And if you don't believe me, let me just show you my markup here, okay? Can you look at the bottom left? Let me show you the app view then. It's easier to see, okay? This little lady here, that's what I'm stitching. Can you see the resemblance to what I've got here? Ah, yes, I can. And so I'm stitching, the hat is almost there, a few stitches to go. And I've been focusing on this red dress here. It looks really nice. And this poster is so French. I absolutely love it. And most of the stitches are happening around the dress area, okay, down here. So just give you a little bit indicate sort of idea, and a little bit of this yellow blob. I don't know what it is here, and it's for you to come up with a number, okay? So I'm gonna go forward and look at everybody's number here from the top. Lona, first one, 167. And Betty says, Betty 231, Rochelle 195, Silver, Lizzie 210, Rebecca 211, -3. Yes, very good. Rebecca is paying attention. Yes, I had to mark 3 stitches that I did not stitch. That's from last session. Okay, very good, Rebecca. Model viewer here. Model stitcher too. Janine 178, first time playing with us, and Susan 225. And we also, oh, Turtle is joining in 256. Yes, no skills required. Just put in a number. Natty 124, Rachel Morton 213, and Susan Barnes 200. And Christian 600. Oh dear. You're my favorite, okay? You're my favorite. You're not gonna win, I know, but you're my favorite. And Aria Bjork, I'm not gonna attempt to pronounce the third bit. Well done. Alert herself. Erla. Yes. 80. Hello, Ella. Ella is clearly has been watching my stitching, and stitching fiend 237. And here we go. Frida 103. Kristen X S167 still at work sneaking. And I'm sure 125. Well done, everyone. Thank you for your submission. Let me bring on the view here with my iPad, and let's have a look. Guys, are you ready for the big reveal of Friday night? Who will be the winner tonight? Okay? And yes, I tried, Ella. I tried. I butcher names. Butchering name is my middle name. Here we go. Boom. 3, 2, 1. There you go. So today I didn't start the sprint, so look under Saturday and Friday. Oh, we need to combine both because we cross midnight, right? So look at Friday and Saturday and add it up. And we have the grand total of 186. Yeah, round of applause for Yogi. Yes, and I'm currently 7.86%. Very nice. So, 186. Who is our winner today? 186. Anybody can count? 186. Oh, Janine's 178. Very close. Rochelle 195. 186. Anyone closer? Who's closer? 186. I think Rochelle and Janine both pretty close. Anyone closer? 186. 186. Anyone? Is it am I correct? Janine is closer. Let's bring up Janine's number here. Right? And sometimes I have multiple winners if they're both close, but we're going to be a little bit straight today. Okay, so if this is Janine, where's Janine? Yes, our first time playing the game. Janine is the winner tonight of this beautiful Friday night. And Janine, you might not know, we have grand prizes. Okay, can you see what's happening here? You're having the respect with capital R from all the stitches here in the group and beyond. And also you get to enjoy the buffet with me. It's tremendous. Look at this. We have spread coming from Turtle Stitcher here, and Rebecca, delicious, and Christine, still at work, and Cha with pretzel as well. Very nice. And we have Betty as well with a very healthy spread here. And bring on the buffet, everyone, and let's celebrate and for the victory of Janine and me. It's always I always win. I always win. So, guys, thank you for joining me today. And tomorrow is Amy Stewart Day. Okay, Amy Stewart Day. We're going to start from I think 7 p.m. UK time. I need banana. Anybody's got banana for Janine? We have requests from Janine. Okay, just one banana, no more. Just one. Okay, and yes, Rachel looks like banana skin. Very good, Rachel. Very good, Rachel. And there you go. And I think Janine's very happy there. And tomorrow we have start from 7 p.m. UK time, and we're gonna have a slightly longer session because it's Amy Stewart Day. Oh, that's you, Susan. You're just spoiling Janine. Janine was asking for 1. Okay, you get 10. So there you go. Yes, be be careful what you're asking for. You might get a lot of bananas. Okay, so Guys, thank you so much. And if you like what I'm doing, join the our channel membership here and support my daily stream if you like. And tomorrow we're having a slightly longer session of 5 hours, and all the streams are ad free for you. So come here to join me with your project, Amy Stewart, and whatever else you want to stitch on. And I'll see you here 7 p.m. UK time. And let's have fun together and chat. Night night everyone, and Yogi signing out in the sleepy London town. And we have 99 icon. Give me some 99 icon, members. Yes, night night everyone. Night night until tomorrow. Good night.